Earlier this week, a thunderstorm tore through the city of Pittsburgh, leaving hundreds of thousands without power, and its baby brother has been buzzing around the stadium tonight, forcing us to delay for a half an hour, but the lights are on here at Highmark Stadium, and I'm here with David Batts. I'm Matt Weiss, the play-by-play voice of the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds, and I'm here with David Batts, good old number 4, here for Alumni Night for the season opening Central Division UFA matchup between the Pittsburgh Thunderbirds and the Indianapolis AlleyCats. Catches it ahead of Gall. He had Oliar cutting hard for the corner. Now Mast has it again, sends it back to McMonagle. Mast making a lot of hay, and he sends this one to Oliar in the back of the end zone to start the first quarter out right. Less than a minute. The Thunderbirds are on the board 1-0. And the Thunderbirds playing good defense, forcing Indianapolis to make a lot of throws. The coverage has been tight, and talk about tight coverage. Marcel Oliar with a block on an attempted pass to Wall. He runs through it, and the Thunderbirds D team is going to get another chance to get a break.
I think that was Nichols with the block there.
Was it Nichols? My mistake, and thank you for correcting me, David. Michael Dillard sends one out to Nichols, Dan Nichols. And Dan Nichols feathers one up, Kindell on the other end of it, and he goes down to his knees to bring it in before the sidelines, and it's a break. Malachi Marshall on the mark, and now going deep is Ames. Nobody back there when they've got two deep receivers. And it's pulled in. Not only a lot of yardage being gained, but some room there. Landis launches it. He's got a deep receiver, and it's a perfect throw. What a dime to Oliar, despite a valiant bid.
Good strategy to be playing against this AlleyCats team that's probably a bit younger.
This one goes up, and Kindell's trying to catch up to it, but he won't. It's going to float over his head and be brought down by Cole Heiser. Cycling back in, Hoffenkamp looking at his options, sends it over to Oliart, who can come back and play a bunch of nice one-handed grab by Landis, and he unleashes one into the end zone. It's Toll running underneath it. Does he have room? He sure does, and that's a familiar sight, isn't it?
Yeah, so far the deep attack from this Thunderbirds offense looks very, very strong.
Nursing a sore throat, and here comes a shot up the line. Wall's got it, marked by Newell. Dilliard with a bid, and no call from the official on the sideline, no complaint from the AlleyCats. But Anson just playing catch with Vukovic taking the easy yards. That's not going to be easy. And Kindell there to catch the greatest, and then sends it over the top with a really feathered hammer to Connor Newell. And we see a greatest from Anson Repperman. I said they were easy yards. Boy, that wasn't easy, but it was, once again, Ryan Kindell in the right place. Take a look at this. Anson goes out of bounds. Those legs splayed out in the air to maybe get open deep.
Ideally in this circumstance,
yeah, you wind the clock and you score with very little left.
You'd like to wind the clock down as far as possible, end the quarter with a score, especially because...
Oh, well, that's not going to happen because Hoffenkamp is open deep. McMonagle finds him, and Hoffenkamp, despite contact from Ingham, comes down with it, and the Thunderbirds go up 8-3. They leave 28 seconds left on the clock. Tonight, Jake Wall and Noah Wall on the field for the AlleyCats playing right now. Oh, wow, Connor Newell with a self-defense block. It's easy with... Over to Vukovic. Vukovic sends it back to Connor Newell, who's the most experienced handler with this group, looking to break it. Instead, sends a little inside to Johnson. Johnson keeps moving. And this is a hammer over the top, and it finds its target.
Yeah, I mean, you just haven't been able to see them get string enough passes together to actually get to the point where you're able to see that speed.
Pappas had Havey, and Havey caught air and caught the disc, reaching out with that left hand. I thought for sure that was going to get beyond him. But Jack Havey, formerly of Detroit, couple of years in Indianapolis, and he shows why they like him. And next thing you know, those guys are playing for other teams. Oh boy, this one was floated out just a little bit too much in Wartenberg from College of Charleston.
You know, an interesting strategic shift. Normally they would put on kind of a alternate O-line in a situation like this, but they want to let these guys play.
And Neil Driehaus, talk about letting him play. He sends one out to Jimmy Toll, and that one was really elegant. It just floated in space in front of Toll, who had no trouble. Those around throws, a lot of room. Repperman Coming in on the mark, going up the line, and Anson gets his block. Anson Repperman with his inaugural block of the season. A throw when he sent it directly across the mass, and that did seem to break things out. And speaking of break things out, there's Oliart in traffic, but he leaps and catches it between. He'll send it up to Betch. Havy running free. This one's sent out to Chamberlain, who has not made a lot of noise yet, despite the hype. Betch jacks one, and he's got a receiver open deep. It comes down right in the hands of Loughran. And so that's one thing that if you're behind, it's very beneficial if you can get some quick scores, and that one took. And then an inside break again, and now launched up to Vukovic with Ames in pursuit and Betch gaining, but Vukovic has time to measure it up, catch it, and then send it hard to the turf with a spike that puts the Thunderbirds up a break point 17-10. And he has to crank this one deep, and if he can look up in time, we thought that maybe Warrington could catch up with it. He couldn't, and Gudeman and Close playing catch. He'll get it back. And he launches it to low one. Will Vukovic catch up with it in time? You bet he does for his second block of the game.
Good awareness by Vukovic there to see it coming down low and get in front of it.
Indy's still hustling. You can see Loughran practically making a bid against Newell. Newell clears out of that space, and then he's freed up when Loughran and Havy both go with Newell. Or, yeah, Newell went with him. I'm behind the action now, but I caught up with it in time to see Connor Newell. Pappas cutting in front of Repperman. I know Anson wanted to bid for that. Pappas pops one up. Chamberlain's underneath it. And goal is signaled. I'm not sure if he left his feet before or after he crossed that goal line, but
you know, he's a lot of energy. He's going to make some big plays for you.
Noah Wall sends it over the top, and it is a perfect hammer, and it finds its target, Cole Heiser. Another expansion team in the league this year is the Vegas Bighorns, and there's Anson. We know he likes to pop it up sometimes, and he's got Landis, and unfortunately for Landis, he couldn't close on it until. And it's after two straight breaks. The offensive team really does need to hold. Landis with the disc in the middle of the field. Hoffenkamp in front of him. A very big bid, which fails. It was Gudeman leaping to try to get the disc away from Hoffenkamp. He doesn't. AlleyCats hustling down on defense. And Mast, a nice throw. And then, oh boy, Repperman's got a deep target. He's got, and closing quickly is Close. Wartenberg. Landis gets it this time. Not this time. Close was closing. It was the same personnel. It was all set up. That throw from Repperman hung up a little bit. It is the responsibility of defenders to be aware of their bodies and to not risk injury. Betch, not hesitating, puts another one up. Running it down is Close. No, I'm sorry, Gudeman. And boy, Nick Betch is making a case for himself as the deep throwing spark plug of this team. And Mass thinks he was fouled, but the referees disagree, and it's a turnover. Loughran's got it. He pops it up. Oliart and Close underneath it. And Oliart with a big block. Well, you know, I talked to, I can't remember which of them on the sidelines today before the game, and he said, you know, we're just going to go out there and try to be spoilers. And they know they don't have any expectations that they have to meet. And so, you know, they have established themselves as an energetic team, but a team with some pieces to put together. Meanwhile, the Thunderbirds survived the loss of one of their key pieces, Jimmy Toll, and come out and notch one of those wins. And, you know, you can't call the first game of the season a must-win, but a loss would have been a disaster. They did not have that loss, and they come